What if we could get all the toys which we wanted when we were kids? It would have been amazing, right? We all have been there. At some point of our life, we wanted something so bad, but due to lack of financial resources, we couldn't afford it. But that's alright. That's how life is. We can only try to make it better. Today I'll share the story of my life with you guys, that how I started my career at the age of 15, just so I could afford the toys which I always wanted. And how a series of events led me to establish so many great ventures, including Nutright, which is a preventive healthcare company that helps you stay fit using technology. For the most part of my schooling life, I've spent it in boarding schools. I've been to Pakistan's best boarding schools and I've been to worst. At the age of 11, I used to travel alone, just some 500 kilometers away from my home, to the boarding school, where we had to sit on the floor to study and where teachers would beat us up just for showing up late for namaz and meals. But I think that was the best part of my life because it taught me a lot of lessons. I learned how to make friends, I learned how to adjust to new locations, and I also learned that how to come up with solutions when things go wrong. It also taught me that at the end of the day, you are on your own and you'll have to do something for yourself in order to change the things. After acquiring all those useful skills, I came back to Lahore in 2005 and I was in my 9th standard and I was looking to do something on my own. It's not that my parents couldn't afford things for me, but I just wanted to prove myself, and that's when I started my career as a professional call center agent. But my clumsy English couldn't sell very well to Canadians. It took me almost 3 months to punch my first sale. Clearly it wasn't enough for me to buy anything. So I kept looking for other options until one day I came across a roadside ad which said, "1000 rupees mein internet se paise kamana seekhein." And only after losing 1000 rupees, I realized that it was a scam. So, we all were enjoying internet back in 2005, right? And making money out of internet was something really amazing. And I was now more curious than ever to find out how one can actually make money out of internet. So I started reading web, I started reading magazines about it. Until one day I came across another ad in a magazine which said, get a web hosting space for 1400 rupees a year. And I borrowed 1400 rupees from a friend. I went straight to their office. And the salesperson at their office persuaded me into buying the most expensive web hosting package by telling me that you will be able to resell it and it has unlimited web hosting space. I ended up buying that on quarterly installments. Now I was back home with unlimited web hosting space and I was thinking what to do with it, how I can utilize it. So after some time I hit upon an idea and I printed out a paper saying get your website made just for 2500 rupees including free web hosting and domain name for a year. And I can still remember it was my 3rd day in college and I pasted it all over my college. And to my surprise, I made 25,000 rupees very first day. So it felt really amazing. The feeling of financial freedom is one of the best feelings in the world. So I was back home sitting in front of freshly made 25,000 rupees. All I had to do was to sort out how website is made because I didn't know how to make one. So I kept up all night going through tutorials, videos, how a website is made. And trust me, by the morning I was able to make websites. And after that I made hundreds of websites that I was able to establish my first ever company at the age of 17, which I sold 4 years later with 2,500 customers. I had to sell it because unfortunately my younger brother is suffering from Duchenne muscular dystrophy, and in early 2011 he had a cardiac arrest and his lungs collapsed, and we had to take him off to hospital where he lived for another 2 months in ICU. We needed a lot of money for his medical treatment, and so whatever money I made after selling my company was spent on his medical treatment. I was mainly left with just 2,000 rupees in my bank account. And one night, I used to stay there at night. One night I was sitting outside the ICU with my laptop and I was thinking what to do next, how to get out of the financial crisis that I am in right now. And that's how I stepped in the professional world of blogging. I registered a blog with the last 2,000 rupees in my account and I started writing blogs. From that night to next 4 months, 20 hours a day, I kept writing, I kept marketing my blog. By the end of 5th month, I was already having more than 1 million readers on my blog. And I was making around 1.5 to 2 million rupees a month. I was richer than ever. And it felt really amazing that everything was going so good for me. And then I auctioned that blog off on FLIPPA. FLIPPA is the world's most renowned flipping portal where you can sell your websites or online ventures. I sold it off for $150,000. And once I discovered that you can actually establish websites and sell them off on internet, I was totally into it. After that, I sold more than 100 websites worth more than $1 million on internet. Everything was going good. I was enjoying my life. I had a lot of money. I was investing in property. I was buying sports cars, and I was doing all the things which I always wanted to do. And the only thing which wasn't going well was my own health. Do you know Pakistan is the 9th most obese country in the world? Every 1 out of 4th individual in Pakistan is obese. And I've been one of them until I started losing weight in 2014. I've been type 2 obese. I used to weigh around 135 kilos. In 2014, I promised myself that I will lose weight. And after successfully losing 55 kilos in 10 months, by all natural means, I totally transformed myself. People stopped recognizing me. Once I went to bank and the teller told me that आपके बड़े भाई का अकाउंट भी यहीं पे है, मैंने तो बताया वो बड़ा भाई मैं ही है. So losing weight is actually a very tough thing to do because it requires a lot of determination, it requires a lot of discipline, and that's how I came up with an idea of forming a company which will help others to stay fit using technology, and I thought I'd make it easier for people as well. So Nutright is basically a preventive healthcare company. It helps you stay fit using technology. We have developed a mobile app for consumers which tells you what to eat, when to eat, what exercises to perform, and not only what exercises to perform, it also shows you the exercises performed by our very own trainers. We have onboard nutritionists, doctors, behavior therapists to help people stay fit. And we have also developed an EMR for fitness professionals which enables them to monitor their patients' progress in real time. Do you know Pakistan produces more than 1,500 nutritionists every year and 90% of them are women? But we hardly see them working in the field because most of them choose not to pursue their careers for domestic reasons. But our EMR will change that. We will enable women to, nutritionists, especially nutritionists, to see their clients from sitting in their home. They will be able to consult with the patients even sitting in any part of the world. So within just 5 months of our launch, we have had more than 50,000 patients. Thousands of people are now living a healthy life because of Nutright, and we'll continue doing that. Inshallah, in 2017, we are also going to step into hardware market where we're going to launch our smart scales, fitness bands, and so many other things. If I want you to take away one thing from my talk today, it is that you should be never afraid of failures. I believe everyone should get punched in their face at least once in their lifetime, because only then you will know that getting punched in your face doesn't hurt that much and the pain eventually goes away. But it teaches you a very important lesson, a lesson which will stop you from committing that same mistake again in your life if got you punched. Now, I would say you are young. The things you are worried about at the moment, you won't even remember them a year after now. So get up, do something crazy, fail at something. Everyone has a hidden power, and you just have to find yours. And once you find your hidden power, you can do amazing things which you can't even imagine. Thank you.